So it's November, you've probably already chosen a date to pretty much last you through the winter. So let me help you out and give you a good date night meal to last you. We're gonna start off with brownies, and then we're gonna make a really simple flatbread that will make all your dates hot and easy. This is Hot and Easy with Caroline Wright.
Just trying to find a baby, I just need a little baby. Just trying to find a baby, I just need a little baby.
So we're back and ready to cook with my friend Matt Berger. Hey Matt.
Hello.
We're gonna start off with some brownies just because who doesn't want to do dessert first? And also because you can do this earlier in the day and you're gonna have your oven tied up with the pizza. So let's get started. All right, so do you want to crack these 3 eggs into that blender there?
Okay, gotcha.
It's very easy. It's 5 ingredients. We're going to bake it in a 350 oven for about 45 minutes. So when you have extra time during the day to get ready for your date, this will already be done for you and it will really impress your girlfriend. So it's great. We're going to use the blender actually to aerate the eggs. It's going to create a really nice texture, really fudgy and slightly cakey texture. This here is 1 cup of brown sugar. So we're just going to go ahead and turn this on, and we're just going to puree it for about 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and puree this. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and stop that because as you can see, it's really nice and pretty fluffy. The blender does a good job, right?
Yes, it does. Blender, I hardly know her.
Nice. Nice. So what we have here is just a 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips and just 1 stick of butter. So I'm just going to stir this together. So this was just in a microwave for 2 minutes. Just stick with a really good quality chocolate chip. So there we go with this guy. So we can go ahead and just throw this, if you want to open that up for me. We're just going to quickly blend this together. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like my 2 favorite things to eat.
We can just turn it on for just a quick second. So,
My turn too.
no. Maybe. So what we're gonna do, we have 1 cup of flour in here. So we're just going to add our chocolate and butter, flour, eggs, all these 5 ingredients are just going into this bowl. And go ahead and stir that together.
Great. How's my technique?
Doing a good job. You can't mess it up.
That's what my girlfriend says.
Well, this is pretty foolproof actually.
That's good.
So like I said, this is just going to go into a 350-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. So just go ahead and just fold it together.
That's my technique. It looks a lot easier when you're doing it.
We're going to go ahead and just pour this into, it doesn't, honestly, we can mix that together once it gets in there.
Great.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, it is really easy.
There we go. These are our finished brownies. Really delicious. We're going to be back in a minute. We're going to make the chorizo flatbread, so we'll see you in a second. So we're back and we're going to work with our chorizo flatbread, and I have a pound of just really, really beautiful pizza dough here. I actually found this in the freezer section at the grocery store, but you can definitely oftentimes go to your favorite pizzeria and they'll sell you a pound. What I'm doing here, just to work with the dough, it seems like it could be intimidating, but I'm just, pulling where the mass of dough is, just thinning it out, whatever method you can do to get it like that. I'm going to pass this off to you.
Oh, God.
I have complete faith. So just keep working it, making it a little bit thinner where you can. And just in case you get it ready, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this pizza peel with a little bit of cornmeal. And right here I have 3/4 cup of jarred roasted red peppers. I'm just going to throw it into this small food processor that I have. If you don't happen to have one, that's totally cool. You can just finely chop it. This is 1 tablespoon of olive oil approximately. Doesn't hurt if you add a little bit extra. and just season this with salt and pepper. And I'm just gonna blend this up. So there we go. That's looking pretty good.
Oh, thank God.
So do you want to just go ahead and throw that on there?
There's an odd-shaped pizza.
No, that's perfect. It's a flatbread. You're allowed to.
This is really easy. I like
This is great. This is just a really, really simple alternative to a tomato sauce. And so do you want to go ahead and just spread that around for me?
It smells really good.
We're going to add this smoked chorizo here. You could definitely go with fresh if you happen to have that in the store. It's actually a little bit easier. You could just pull it out of the casing and make like kind of impromptu meatballs. So instead here, we're just going to crumble this. I'm going to start with this half that we haven't crumbled yet. And just sprinkle. Do you want to join me?
Absolutely.
Just sprinkle it over with this pizza here. Flatbread, excuse me, very similar. So what do you think? Do you think you can make this at home?
I definitely. I'm actually really surprised how easy it looks right now.
Well, good. And you know what? Right now we're sprinkling this onto this pizza peel, but if you don't have a pizza peel, it's because I have a pizza stone, and if this is totally your thing, you should totally invest in one. But you could definitely use a baking sheet and just up the time a little bit, and that works just fine. This is a half a cup of Spanish olives. We have 1 sprig of fresh oregano, a little bit of olive oil, and just a little bit of salt. So there we go. I'm going to actually toss this into a 450-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes. Again, a little bit more if you're going to use a baking sheet. And so we'll be right back when it's done. See you then. So I've just removed this beautiful flatbread from the oven. It was 450 degrees, about 15 to 18 minutes. And I'm just going to shave a little bit of this manchego over it, make it extra Spanish. It's just gorgeous. Do you want to grab that tempranillo over there that we poured just a minute ago? I would definitely recommend this is a Spanish wine, Tempranillo, very beautiful, but any sort of full-bodied wine would go really well with this. And so there we go. This is just a very, very simple and delicious movie night meal.
Looks great.
And so cheers.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Matt, for joining me in the kitchen.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks, you guys, for joining me, too. This is Hot and Easy with Caroline Wright.
Just trying to find a